Shalom everyone, it's called Torah, and today we will discuss Parashat Achrei Mot-Kedoshim, the two parashot that we will read this Shabbat. In Parashat Achrei Mot, in the first parasha that we will read, there is a verse that I think reflects on the way that we probably should view the Torah and its commandments. It says the following: "And you shall observe my decrees and my laws, which men shall carry out, and by which ye shall live. I am Hashem." That in Hebrew, the real original Hebrew is v'chai bahem, and he shall live by them. And what does it mean? Before I will go and to try to understand what does it mean, let's digress for a second, and let's think a little bit about the Torah and its commandments. Many times we have some kind of a feeling that, the Torah was given to us and we obviously accepted it. But sometimes we have some kind of thoughts regarding that it's heavy. It's a burden. It's a lot of restrictions and obligations and commitments and dedication. And it's a day in and a day out. And sometimes we have that feeling that it's very restrictive. And therefore, it obviously reflect on the way we do things. For example, today I need to go to Mincha. Mincha is never at the right time. Today there is a 3 days Yom Tov, or reverse 3-day Yom Tov, or this drasha is too long, or this davening is too long, and etc., etc. And sometimes we just don't take the time. We just don't really take a little break and review our life. And what does the Torah gives us? What is the meaning of fulfilling Torah commandment? What does it mean to us? What does it mean to our families? What kind of people the Torah tries to encourage us and stimulate us to become? Because sometimes we are so obsessed with the details and with the laws that we sometimes don't see the big picture. And what is the big picture? The big picture is that we will become Mamlechet Kohanim V'Goy Kadosh, a holy nation. A nation that is a testimony to God's kindness and righteousness. It's something very interesting that Rab Simcha Meir Midvinsk, the author of the book Meshech Chochmah, comments that the difference between Chukim and Mishpatim, laws and decrees, are that the decrees are fully, totally divine, and Mishpatim, laws, are obviously divine, but also could be understood by human mind. And the Torah specifically, first and foremost, commands us to keep first the laws, not the decrees, which means the negotiation between people, laws regarding neighbors, laws regarding people, society. Because sometimes, and the Torah knows it, because of may it be fear, concern, or whatever it is, reverence, we will be inclined to keep the laws between us and God, and we will neglect or ignore even laws and commandments between us and other people. What the Torah says to us, and this is now, what does it mean, v'chai bahem? The Torah gives us life. And not literally just to be alive, but even more important maybe, the meaning of life. The meaning of life is to be as God-like we can. And it's an interesting thing that our sages, when they spoke about the descriptions of Hashem, talked about His kindness, His generosity, His sensitivity, His compassion. And that's what Hashem, in a way, asks us to do. Yes, there are mitzvot, there are commandments between us and God that are very important, they are crucially important. It's not about what is more important. It's about how we become the perfect human being we can become. And if you look at this pasuk, at the verse says, Asher ya'aseh otam, that a person should make them, Adam. You become a person, you become an Adam. You become like Adam and Eve before they committed the sin. when we keep mitzvot in its entirety, between us and God and between us and other people, when we keep a just society, and when we are kind and generous and sensitive and hospitable and understanding and respecting others, when we do both, we create a meaningful life. So the message is really twofold. The first message is, let's change our views regarding the Torah. It's not a burden. It's an opportunity to become better people. And by doing it, we can go back and become Adam, like this perfect human being that God created prior to him committing a sin, to fix and correct the deficiencies and the faults of our society, and to become a true Adam, a person that God created and God can be so proud of. Let's take this opportunity to really value Torah learning, its commandments, and the spirit of Torah. With both, we can really create a meaningful life. Thank you.